A very good day to our lecturer, Sir Faiz, and me, myself, Yahya Hosun, and my another 4 group mates, Nick Hanif Hakimi, Muhammad Aminuddin Hakimi, Muhammad Alif Hafifi, and Muhammad Aiman bin Anis. So today we'll be explaining about the process of pump down and flushing in air conditioning unit maintenance. So let me proceed to the next slide. So we'll talk about the purpose, main focus, process involved during the maintenance, and when to use the process, and the importance of pump down and flushing. So for pump down, the purpose is to isolate and store refrigerant during maintenance. So our aims is don't want to let the refrigerant to escape from the unit, because the refrigerant might be harmful to our ozone layer, and the main focus to prevent, and as I mentioned just now, to prevent the refrigerant release and ensure environmental compliance. The process involved in pump down is the pumping refrigerant into the condenser and isolating it. So we will have another condenser which is external one. So we'll put it temporarily in the condenser. So when to use the process of pump down? Before servicing and repairing specific components. The importance of pump down is to avoid refrigerant loss and ensure safe maintenance. But for flushing, the main purpose for flushing is to clean contaminants from refrigerant lines, evaporator, and condenser. So it's like mainly for cleaning the parts in the air conditioning units. So the process involved in flushing is using a solvent and compressed nitrogen to clean the system. When to use flushing system is when there is contamination, blockage, or reduce system efficiency. So we want to maintain the efficiency, ensure the efficiency and the lifespan of the unit. The importance of flushing is to restore heat exchange, improve performance, and extend system life. So pump down is, we mainly will start doing pump down when we want to service the air conditioning units, while for flushing is the process to clean the unit. So this is the short introduction for pump down and flushing. So I'll let my another members to proceed to the more detailed procedure of pump down. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alif Hafifi, Muhammad Baharuddin, and I'm from 3 Bmkh 1/1. My number matric is B0922100256. So today I want to represent for all of you about the pump down in the aircon unit. So the first one, we need two requires. So the first one we need is a manifold gauge set. And then the second one is we need a vacuum pump. And then we use a refrigerant recovery machine, and then refrigerant scale, wrenches and socket set. And if any line needs to be detached and reconnected, we use a soldering or resin kit. And the last one is a security glove and goggles. So without further ado, we go to the process of doing a pump down in the aircon unit. So now let's see how the pump down is progress in the aircon unit. So the first one is we need to turn off the aircon unit first, and then we connect the low pressure side house of the manifold gauge to the unit's low pressure line or suction line. Once connected, you can read the refrigerant pressure of the unit using the manifold gauge. Turn on the aircon unit and set it to a cooling mode or to a very low temperature. As the unit start running, the pressure in the gauge will decrease. This happens because the compressor starts sucking the refrigerant from the suction line, reducing its pressure. Once the pressure drops and the gauge is stabilized, move to the next steps. Open the valve cap of the service valve on the high pressure side using a wrench. Use a Allen key to turn the valve stem and close it. We can check it out if needed. So after closing the valve stem, the refrigerant will stop flowing from the outdoor unit to the evaporator. Now the refrigerant in the evaporator and coil will start flowing back to the outdoor unit via the suction line. As all the refrigerant from the indoor units gets stored in the outdoor unit, the pressure in the suction line will gradually drop. When the pressure gauge shows 0, open the valve cap on the suction line and close it valve stem. Finally, turn off the aircon unit. At this point, all the refrigerant from the evaporator and coil will be stored in the outdoor unit. Now we can disconnect the coil from the service valve and move to the outdoor unit. Alternatively, we can proceed with any maintenance work required on the indoor unit, and that's how we perform our pump process in aircon unit. Thank you.
So hello, assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Anis. So I will be in charge for the introduction of flushing. So the topic I will cover is about the flushing definition and the tools and the material for the flushing process. So without wasting any time, let's go to the next slide. So right now we are going to see the definition of the flushing process. So what is the flushing process? So flushing process is the process of cleaning the AC system refrigerant lines, evaporator and condenser to remove any contaminants such as oil residues, debris and sludge. So for what reason we need to do the flushing in the AC? As you can see in the slide, we can ensure the efficient or the heat exchange, prevents compressor failure and to remove any blockage that could harm the system. So we can conclude that this process promotes efficient heat exchange, prevent compressor failure and eliminate potential blockage, ultimately exceeding the lifespan of the system. So next we are going to see the tools and material for the flushing system. As you can see in the slide, there is 5 major components that you need to take note when we do the flushing process. First is the outdoor unit. The outdoor unit is an essential part of the AC system that contains a compressor, condenser and expansion valve. So the outdoor unit is very important when we do the flushing process, because we don't do the flushing process in the indoor unit. We always do it in the outdoor unit. So next we go to the pressure gauge. So this tool measures the refrigerant pressure in the system. It helps ensure the system is operating at the correct pressure, allowing for optimal performance and helping to diagnose issues such as low refrigerants or leaks. Next, we go to the Allen key or the hex key. So the hex key is for the adjusting the valve. So some expansion valve, particularly the thermostatic expansion valve (TSV), have adjustment screws that control the flow of refrigerant into the evaporator. This screw can sometimes be hexagonal, requiring an Allen key to adjust the valve internal component. The Allen key is used to turn the adjustment screw to control the valve superheat setting, which determines how much refrigerant enter the evaporator based on the temperature. Next, we have the spanner or the wrench, and lastly, we have the refrigerant tank for the flushing process of the AC system. So as you know, the refrigerant tank or a flushing tank is used to hold and supply a flushing agent that cleans the internal component of the system. This process helps to remove debris, oils, or contaminants that can hinder the performance of the system, such as compression, expansion valve, and evaporator. I guess that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so I'm gonna explain step by step about flushing procedure. First of all, we need to assemble the connecting pipes to its position. For example, like brand media, the high side or 3S at the top, while the 2S located at the bottom. Brand Panasonic, 3S at bottom and 2S located at top. So different brand, different position. Make sure we know the appropriate ports on the unit. The next step is we need to open the 3S valve for a few seconds to release any residual pressure. And make sure to close the valve immediately. After that, we need to flushing the low side 2S. Open the cap on the low side service port and immediately close the cap. This quick burst of air can help dislodge any loose debris. Next, we need to open both 3S and 2S valve. After that, we need to do pressure check to ensure there are no leaking in the system. Sorry. We can use soapy water as a leak detector to check any leaking. The next step is we need to close both 3S and 2S valve and disconnect the copper pipe and then clean the area properly. Finally, turn on the AC units and check for proper cooling and ensure the pressure reading are within a normal range. That's all from me. Thank you. Sorry sir, tak datang kelas. Saya ada kursus.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good day I bid to everyone. My name is Muhammad Aminuddin Hakimi bin Muhammad Fauzi. So my role here is to conclude what our teams has present. Okay, so in conclusion, servicing an air conditioning unit is a critical task that ensures both the longevity and efficiency of the system. And today we focus on two essential procedures, which is the pump down and the flushing. The pump down process is crucial for isolating and storing refrigerant safely. So this can ensure compliance with legal standards and allow for safe maintenance without refrigerant loss. On the other hand, flushing is essential for cleaning the system thoroughly, which is removing contaminant, all residues, sludge, debris. And by following this procedure step by step and using the appropriate tools and measures, technician can guarantee optimal system performance, lower energy consumption, and will prevent costly repairs for future maintenance. And remember to thin the maintenance like pump down and flushing, so because it doesn't just save time and money, it also extends the system life and supports the environmental responsibility. Thank you for your time and attention.